were in grade school. We were high school sweethearts, and we dated in high school, went to church together, you know, 3 times a week kind of thing. And he went to the Army and served in Hawaii for 3 years with his post. And then when he was finished with his 3-year enlistment, he came home and we got married, and we've been married for almost 13 years now. In 1998, he re-enlisted with the National Guard, and he has done 1 tour in Afghanistan in 2003-2004. He went to New Orleans after Katrina, and now he's in Iraq. As a teenager, I can remember having foundation representatives come and share the services and that kind of thing, and I think it probably just planted a seed in my mind. And when we started needing to do some family planning and estate planning, I remembered that that was a service available. We were probably like a lot of couples our age and just people in general, that we had put off doing any kind of wills or power of attorney or the living will, and until we had kids. We didn't really have a big reason to do it. And then when we had our son Jackson, we still kind of fell in that group that put it off and didn't do anything about it. But then when Will was ordered to Iraq last fall, we decided that that was something we really needed to have in place for Jackson's protection and benefit. Will and I both felt really good afterwards, because we knew that our families would know who we wanted to raise Jackson, that he was provided for financially and spiritually, and that we would also be able to leave some things for both our church and for the Baptist Boys Ranch. It's really an easy process. I know I dreaded having to sit down and make a will. I felt like we didn't have enough, you know, to have to mess with something like that. But Dan really made it easy. He walked us through step by step. If we weren't sure about an option, he would say, well, you might try this or that. And it just really gave us a peace of mind that if something should happen to both of us, that Jackson is taken care of, and that he will be taken care of the way we believe and wanted him to be taken care of. I think the hardest part really for me has been Jackson and Will not having that time together, and how much Jackson has changed in the last year that Will hasn't got to see on a day-to-day basis. There's not really just one big thing we have planned. It's just to be able to continue on as a family again. So it'll be nice. I grew up believing that we're supposed to give to our church, and we've done that our whole marriage. We've tried to be as faithful as we could to tithe, and I really felt like that was the same kind of situation, that we've supported our church in living, and that it would be the right thing to do, that if something were to happen to us, that we should give back in any way we could.